Welcome to the GCN Tech Clinic, where, as always, we answer the questions you've been submitting using the hashtag AskGCNTech. Well, and it's 2 for the price of 1 today. Should we dive into our first question?
Go on then. First question we've got is from Dejan Verbenjak.
Yeah.
Nailed it. He says, I've already asked this already, but here it goes again. Why don't the pro road cyclists use helmets with integrated visors like the Casco Speed Aero or the Giro Vanquish? Time trials excluded from this question. Thanks.
Not so cool on the road bike, is it?
No.
No, not good for ventilation, especially a lot of the Grand Tour riders riding uphill. They don't want to have that big visor all over their face.
Yes, and I think it is largely a kind of fashion thing. Plus, having sunglasses on offers you just greater flexibility and freedom. Sometimes you'll want to take your glasses off if it starts to get very sweaty, and or if sometimes when it's raining really hard.
Yeah.
Like your glasses just get covered in rain droplets and you want to take them off. And sometimes they fog up and it's just much easier to stow a pair of glasses in your helmet or on the back of your head or down the back of your jersey rather than a visor.
Fair. Next one. Next question in is from J FOMO. Says, my bib shorts are always getting stuck on the nose of my saddle when I try to get out of the supertuck. Is this normal? I don't know that it's normal.
Well, I hope he's not doing supertucks in UCI races.
Oh, goodness me, that would be highly illegal.
Yeah, highly illegal.
Yeah, but I'm going to say, yeah, I reckon it is fairly common. If you're in the supertuck, as you come out, you'll just catch a little bit of your shorts.
Part of the reason why it was probably banned.
Maybe the only reason.
Safety.
Bit more caution next time you're getting out of the supertuck.
And make sure your shorts haven't become too loose and saggy by washing them on too hot a wash.
Nothing worse than a saggy short.
Oh no. Right, Pranav Uchil says, can we use Zwift with the help of Decathlon's Turbo Trainer and Wahoo's speed and cadence sensor? Yes, for the basic Zwift setup.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Spot on.
All you need, nothing more. Don't need a power meter, just a speed sensor and a cadence sensor, and the in-game algorithms will calculate how you should ride within the game.
Yeah, knock yourself out, Pranav. Not literally. Right. Yeah. Andy Jonathan says, can GCN replace the petrol-engined motorbike filming the cyclists with an electric motorbike instead? As much as I love cars and engines, the audio is ruined by the engine noise breaking the third wall. He didn't fist pump at the end.
You added that just for dramatic effect.
Yeah. This is something that we are conscious of, and it is something we have looked into. I'm joking around with you a bit, but we would love to switch to fully electric vehicles, not just for the fact that they're quieter, but also they're better for the environment. However, the technology, we have used it on some videos in the past, but it's not always possible. The reason for that is the technology on electric motorbikes, in particular the range, isn't always adequate at the moment for the logistical considerations that we have to,
they've got to get the motorbike to where we're filming. They can't just plonk it there and it just magically arrives. Yeah. So we have to be conscious of all of the different, fundamentals.
And then when you factor in the electric motorbike is fully loaded up with a camera person and some equipment, and it has to sometimes go a very long way. It's not quite there yet.
If it was possible, we'd love to, wouldn't we, basically? Yeah. But next question is from Spin Diesel, who says, in a strong tailwind, so 25 mile an hour or more, will you go faster by aero tucking or sitting up slightly and taking advantage of the sail effect? Sounds like one for GCN does science.
If your net wind speed behind you is higher than if the wind speed is higher than the sort of net wind speed of you travelling your airspeed, travelling along.
Okay, let's give some examples here, make it nice and clear. I'm riding at 15 miles an hour. I have a 25 mile an hour tailwind. I need to sit up like a sail because I'm riding slower than the wind, so then I could get that advantage. Example 2, I'm riding at 30 miles an hour, pretty rare for me now, unless I'm going down a big hill, and I've got a tailwind that is 20 miles an hour. Then I need to be more aerodynamic because I'm riding faster than the speed of the tailwind. So get in your supertuck.
What he said.
Simple.
Yoop Lametz says, is it possible to fit 725C inner tubes into a 728C tyre? What are the possible disadvantages? I can't seem to find any top brand 728C inner tubes with 80mm valves. do it. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't lose sleep over it.
I hope he's not losing sleep over it.
Yeah, I do as well.
You're not losing sleep?
I'm all right.
Okay, that's good. Next question is from Christian Hill. He says, recently I've bought a bike with an 11 to 32 tooth cassette. However, my turbo trainer has an 11/28 cassette. Will it be okay to use my bike on the smaller cassette? Yeah, of course it will. It's not going to be any real stress. The only slight thing you might find is in the small chainring and the small sprocket. It might be a little bit loose, but on your turbo trainer, it's a rare gear you're ever going to ride in, and it doesn't actually matter much.
Yeah,
So.
well, it's suboptimal anyway,
Yeah.
so you don't really want to be in smally smalls.
Small
Yeah, so just switch into the big ring and you should have absolutely no problems. And like Alex says, on the turbo trainer, yeah, it's not an issue. You should be fine just swapping it one onto the other. Next question is from Kaylee Faltis, who says, random question, GCN Tech. Shouldn't we be adding more sealant to tubeless tyres every season, even if we had no flats the last season? Say if the tyres are 1 year or older.
No, I don't think you need to add it in specifically on a time frame. I think you just, every now and again, if you wanted to check the insides of your tyres, you can. I don't think you need to go, oh, my tubeless sealant's been there for a year, quick, take the tyres off. But I've never personally got to the situation where the tubeless sealant has completely dried out. I've never ever had that. So.
I've never had that. But we ride a lot.
Yeah.
So we've normally worn the tyres out before that happens, but not everyone rides as much as we do. And so it is possible that the sealant does wear out. Top tip, take out the valve core, and then you can stick something down the valve core, like a cocktail stick or something, maybe something not too sharp.
Not too sharp.
And use something as a dipstick. Maybe a bit of, well, whatever. But you stick something down there, use it as a dipstick, and then if it comes out with wet sealant on, you know you've still got wet sealant, you're good to go.
Yeah.
One thing, if you had tyres that lasted forever, it wouldn't be a good idea to continually just add more and more sealant, because eventually you'd just fill the tyres with solid, dried.
Very heavy and slow.
They'd just be solid tyres with just loads of dried sealant in there. So often when I do change sealant in tyres, I'll take them off, I'll give them a nice rinse out outside, not on my mum's carpet, and then put in some nice fresh sealant inside the cleaned tyre.
Alternatively, if you can't check by using your method of looking through the valve, you could always just break the bead off of the rim and have a little look at one little section. And then that way, if you do find there's not much sealant or it's a bit dry, you can clean some out and just add some in. Nice and simple, job done.
Last question this week is from...
That
was the last question.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Oh, that's all we've got time for this week. Right. Keep your questions coming in using the hashtag AskGCNTech down the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next Tech Clinic. If we haven't answered your question this week, be persistent. Ask it again, and hopefully we'll get around to it. Cheers. Bye.